Hello and welcome back to another edition of XLC Services Training. In today's training class, we're going to talk about how to safely turn through a dangerous intersection. We're going to focus in on one particular intersection that is most dangerous, that's coming out of Building 23. So let's get started. This is the intersection from Building 23 into the aisleway that leads to K9. This has been one of our most dangerous intersections in the past. Let's take a closer look at this intersection. Here's a look to the left from the intersection. Most of our accidents have come taking a left turn from this intersection. Notice the markings on the wall. Most of our accidents have occurred with the driver striking the wall during the turn. Now here's a good look at the intersection as you turn right down the aisleway. This leads to K9. Now here's a good look at the aisleway. Notice now that Building 23 and the truck door are now on your left. As you stop at the stop sign and come through the truck door, you'll take a left and travel down the aisle, but stay in the middle of the aisle as you make your turn. The key to making this turn is to come through at a slight angle. This will ensure that your load clears the truck door as you come back to the middle of the aisle. If you do not come into an angle and go straight through the truck door, once you make your turn, you'll find yourself too close to the wall and in danger of hitting the wall. Notice the blue and yellow dots on the floor. These are guides to help the driver make the turn. These help you angle your truck to the proper angle of turning so that you can maneuver safely down the middle of the aisle. Here's a look at the intersection from the other side now. Notice how close the wall really is. It's crucial that you not only come in at an angle when you make the turn, but you turn slowly. Many of our accidents have happened from going too fast through the intersection and losing control of the truck. Here comes the driver turning through the intersection now. Notice how close he is to one side and how much distance he has on the other side. This is not a proper turn. He needs to stay in the middle of the aisle. See how slow he's going so not to hit the door. Now here's a driver stopped at the stop sign. He looks in the mirror and he makes a proper turn. Turning to the left, he turns back to the middle of the aisle. Now here's another driver. Notice how he turns from the middle of the aisle back to the middle of the aisle. Now let's look at a roll grab driver making that same turn. Here the driver stops at the stop sign and looks in the mirror. Seeing that it's clear, she proceeds slowly into the aisle. Notice she goes at a slight angle. As she approaches the middle of the aisle, she gets a turn. Seeing that it's clear, she proceeds back down the aisle. Here you see a driver coming through the truck door at a good angle, which allows her to come back down the middle of the aisle. Here the driver returns down the aisle and into Building 23. Notice how she's looking into the mirror before she turns. Seeing that it's clear, she makes a nice turn back into the building. Look, she turns back and sees the attachment. She wants to make sure that her attachment clears the truck door before entering the building. She enters back to the middle of the aisle and continues on her way. So this time, let's look at the wrong way to make a turn. The driver, again, stops at the stop sign and looks in the mirror. And seeing that it's clear, she eases out into the aisle, but doesn't angle this time. She goes straight. This brings her dangerously close to that wall. It's imperative that we make an angle as we turn through the truck doors so that we do not hit a wall. Well, I hope this video has been helpful. Again, this is just one of many of the dangerous intersections that are out there. But the technique for turning is the same. Turn at a slight angle, maneuver back to the middle of the aisle, and always go slowly. This has been a production of XLC Services.